now that we've got our fruits and vegetables cut up, I always suggest to cut off the skin and cut up your vegetables as much as possible because this juicer is only under $200. So don't expect a miracle to happen when juicing with these budget juicers. I believe it makes the quality of the juice taste better, and I believe it lets the equipment last longer. So for my, let's do the green juice first. I don't know if I mentioned this already, but this juicer not only makes fruit juices, it also makes nut milk. So if you want to see a video on how well this makes nut milks, let me know in the description box below. But we're gonna get into the green juice first. We're gonna check for noise level because the other one was a little bit noisy and I did not like that. And we're going to also check for pulp to see how wet the pulp is or how dry the pulp is. So I'm going to start with the green juice, and I'm going to do 2 cucumbers. These are mini cucumbers. And I just cut it on. It's a little wonky. I can see movement in the juicer. I'm going to put it in the chute. Just like that. And that's it. It collects in here and it comes out here. And let's see how much juice 2 cucumbers yield. This juicer promises a yield of up to 90%, so we're going to see. I think it's pretty finished. And this is how much juice 2 cucumbers yielded. And the pulp is a little wet. We know cucumbers are a watery vegetable, so that's kind of expected. Let's go with the celery. That's another wet vegetable. But again, I do love the big shoot on here. In the other juicer, I couldn't fit all this at one time, so I thought that that was pretty cool. Okay, now we can hear the noise level. And the pulp for this is pretty dry. Now I like that, very dry. This is the celery. This yielded the 2 mini cucumbers and the 2 stalks of celery. So not bad at all. This is just 1 large green apple. I love the tartness of an apple. Oh, that's noisy. That's noisy. Okay, so what I just did was open the top hopper and it completely stopped. So that's just maybe a safety feature, I'm not sure, but good to know. So I'm just gonna put in the whole green apple and then 2 small knobs of ginger. I'll pop that back on, and there we go. All right. This green apple pulp, very dry, very, very dry. But very noisy. This yielded about 10 ounces of juice. So this is 1 green apple, 2 celery stalks, 2 mini cucumbers, and a small knob of ginger. So we're going to see how this tastes. You can't see if there's any pulp in here, so we're gonna pour it in a clean jar. All right, I got my mason jar because I want y'all to really see if there's any pulp in here. This is really nice and clean looking. You see nothing in the cup. Very nice and clear. Very nice and clear. I'm gonna turn my light up so y'all can really see. Okay, y'all can see that now. See how clear that is? Very, very nice. Before I taste this one, I'm going to make the other juice, the carrot pumpkin juice, but this looks really good. So we're going to use 1 orange. This time I'm gonna put several fruits and vegetables in the hopper. I'm gonna put 1 whole Honey Crisp apple. And I'm going to juice those too. What the pulp is looking like. Nice and dry. It's a little moist, but pretty dry for the most part. So that is really good. Now this is 1 apple and 1 orange. Now we're going to put in 1 sweet potato. I did a very small one, and sweet potatoes are very hard. So this one is gonna be a real challenge. I'm gonna put the whole yam in there, and we're gonna see how well this juices. We slowed it down. Let's see what juice it used. Very little juice, but this is coming out super dry. Super dry. Super dry. Look how dry that is. Look how dry that is. It's falling out of my hand. Very, very dry. Still has a lot of crumbs left in here, so it's still juicing this up. I love how it takes its time. Sounds like it's done. So I really like the result of that. And lastly, we're going to put in 2 small carrots. See how dry that is? Very, very dry for the carrots. And this juice yielded about 10 ounces as well. So we're gonna get this in a clear glass. Let's take this apart to see what fragments we may have left over. This is the filter. It has some bits in there, but not a lot. And on the inside, pretty nice and clear, which is a very good sign. And then we have, the bottom part of the juicer. Really nothing at all. Now, what I do like about this, a lot of times the bits of the fruits and vegetables sometimes get stuck in here. I did notice that out of my other one, but there is a unique small piece here. Let me see. There is a little unique small piece here that you can just pull and get the brush, and you can get the rest of that debris of those fruits and vegetables out of there. So here is our pulp from the carrot pumpkin. We have nice and dry carrot and yams. The only kind of wet is the apple. Over here we have our green juice. The only wet vegetable was the mini cucumbers. Everything else was really, really good and dry. I was pretty satisfied of what I saw, you know, out of this so far. The other juicer really, really wowed me, so I'm excited to see if this does the same thing. Let's go with our carrot pumpkin. I taste the apple, I taste the carrots, I taste the bit of pumpkin spice. I taste everything in here, and it's very smooth. I don't taste any bits at all. I'm just gonna show y'all again. I'm stirring it up. You don't see any bits at all in here. It's nice and sweet. Just the right balance. I really love this. This is really good. 10 out of 10 for that juice. Let's taste the green apple. As you can see too, there's not a lot of foam at the top. I didn't scrape anything. And no bits. Now let's taste it. Very good. First thing I taste is the ginger. Then I taste the green apple. The cucumbers and the celery is not overpowering at all. Nice balance, 10 out of